Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone. For drivers who want to get the most out of their cars, it's Bridgestone or nothing. Dow Automotive Systems, improving durability and increasing design flexibility with Betamate structural adhesives at dowbetamate.com. And by Hyundai. Experience the 2011 Hyundai Sonata today at HyundaiSonata.com.
This is Autoline Daily for October 17, 2011, and now the news. Over the weekend, the voting on the UAW contract at Ford swung heavily in favor of it. As more and more of the plants voted, the tally swung to 62% in favor. So while the disgruntled dissidents had their day in the sun, this contract now looks as if it's going to sail through with a solid majority of workers supporting it. You know, I've been a motor racing fan since I was 12 years old. I've seen a lot of races, and I've seen a lot of accidents. But the 15-car pileup at the Indy race in Las Vegas yesterday was the worst I have ever seen, and as you undoubtedly know by now, it tragically took the life of two-time Indianapolis 500 winner Dan Wheldon. Everyone knows that motor racing can be extremely dangerous, but this racetrack seems to be particularly ill-suited to Indy race cars. My bet is that Indy cars will not race there again unless major modifications are made to the track. And speaking of racing, Toyota is building a hybrid race car to compete in the 24 Hours of Le Mans and other FIA World Endurance Championships. The chassis was developed by the company's motorsports division in Germany. Its hybrid drivetrain will be produced in Japan. Maruti Suzuki is the top automaker in India with something like 43% of the market. But across the subcontinent, things are heating up like a bowl of spicy curry. Now Hyundai is the latest to go after the market leader, and it's doing it with a new small car, the Eon. This subcompact hatchback is priced at 270,000 rupees. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's only $5,500. The company is gunning to sell between 140,000 and 150,000 of them every year. Smaller than the price is the engine. The Eon is powered by an 814cc three-cylinder that delivers 55 horsepower and 55 foot-pounds of torque. In an effort to grab a larger piece of the growing luxury market in China, Hyundai just introduced the long wheelbase version of the EQUUS into the market. The car starts at just over $140,000, but that price does come with a number of perks, like unlimited 5-year service. And if the owner wants to get rid of it after 1 year, the dealer will buy it back at 80% of the original cost. And if it's damaged in an accident, Hyundai will replace it if the repair costs exceed 30% of the car's value. Mercedes, BMW, and Audi control 90% of the Chinese luxury market, and Hyundai hopes these promotions will elbow its way into that segment. BMW just introduced the all-new 3 Series, which will go on sale next February. The car is slightly larger than before, but it's close to 90 pounds lighter. The 3 Series comes with a choice of 4 engines, 2 4-cylinder diesels and a 4- and 6-cylinder gasoline engine. Each one features BMW's twin-power turbo technology.
So the 3 components of BMW twin-power turbo is the variability, how we let the air into the engine. In this case, we have a system called Valvetronic, which is also known from previous engines. We combine that with the second element, which is the direct injection, and the third one, which is the turbocharger system. In this case, we're using a twin-scroll turbo that is also in a similar way used already in 6-cylinder engines, and this package combined gives a twin-power turbo.
Each engine is mated to an 8-speed automatic and has stop-start technology. A hybrid will be available later in 2012. Coming up next, Bob Lutz himself gives us a walk-around of the new Lotus Evora.
Reducing exhaust emissions, aerified diesel particulate filters, high filtration, low back pressure, small package size, excellent durability. DowAerify.com.
Bob Lutz is still a consultant to General Motors, but he's also on the advisory board to Lotus and Lotus has just updated the Evora. We recently ran into Lutz, who gave us a walk around of the car, pointing out the new highlights. I'm with Bob Lutz in the Lotus display stand at the Frankfurt Motor Show. And Bob, you've got to tell me about this new Evora, because I understand it's gone on a diet.
Well, it's the Evora GTE. It's up on power. It's got revised front and rear end styling, and it's got 105 kilos less weight, which is about 220 pounds.
Now, wait a minute. That's a massive weight reduction.
It's a huge weight reduction, and they did it without touching the chassis. But what you're looking at is all exterior body panels are now carbon fiber. And you say, well, so what? A lot of cars are. The ZR1 has a lot of carbon fiber too. But what's new is the entire interior is in a high-grade, soft touch. It feels like fine leather or velour or something, and it's a special. So
it doesn't not feel like a plastic or a composite.
Exactly right. It's got that nice, luxurious feel to it, and yet you're looking at raw carbon fiber. And yet it comes off as feeling rich and luxurious and doesn't have that hard, shiny carbon fiber look. So the car is basically all carbon fiber. Total weight here is under 1,400 kilos, which makes the car a shade under 3,000 pounds with 450 horsepower.
So awesome power-to-weight ratio.
Incredible power-to-weight ratio. It should be, really, honestly, one of the quickest cars in the world.
Price, more or less,
The price hasn't been decided, but it will be substantially more than a normal Evora.
Well, Bob Lutz, thanks for this quick tour of the new Evora.
You're quite welcome. I'm very pleased with what these guys are doing.
Yeah, it is a cool car, but will there be enough buyers to spend a small fortune on an exotic sports car with a Toyota engine in it? Lotus certainly has ambitious plans, and now we'll have to see whether it can really pull them off. Hey, don't forget to tune in for Autoline After Hours this Thursday night. Our guest will be Jack Hollis, who's in charge of the Scion brand. We'll be talking about the new IQ and what Scion has to do to regain its momentum. Join me and the auto extremist Peter DeLorenzo for the best insider information in the business. And that's today's report. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.